Video games in the early years can mold you into who you become as a person. And unfortunately for me, that was Unga Bunga.
Unga Bunga.
Enter Chuck Rock for the Super Nintendo. These days, we have contemporary Caveman titles, like Far Cry Primal. If you want to go even further back, when we were just but bipedal cannon fodder for Africa and Humankind Odyssey. But let us go back in time. The old games. No, not that far back. As I dove into this video essay, I found a plethora of cave games. Specifically this one, Caveman games, or Uglympics in Europe. What's he doing? Okay, I consider that historically accurate. We've got this Caveman game on the PC from 1990. You just come waltzing in your little Flintstone leopard print.
Pizza, pizza.
And you end up in the boxing ring with all kinds of foes, including one of your fellow Homo sapio species. He's getting his full nutrition value every day. A lot of hunting, a lot of gathering. Have you ever wanted to be a caveman and a ninja at the same time? Look no further. The colors are so bright, I feel like has a few things over Chuck Rock, including rewarding you every time you beat an enemy. Regardless, I relate to Chuck more. Am I losing my mind, or is Super Mario World a caveman game?
When we get the cave people back to Dome City, we'll have a celebration!
Is that canon?
The butterfly, that's old. Let me see the tubes roll. Yeah.
The year was 1992. You played Super Mario World to its bare bones. You already got the alternate world, and you're to the point where you're deleting files and just replaying them after 100%ing. It's time for a second game. What the fuck? No idea they had voice on here. No idea about this intro when I was little.
Down waiting for the rock game to start. Things have never been better for Chuck.
What? Oh,
Gonzagas.
Gadzooks who's Gary Gritter, the local weirdo in them there bushes.
Gary Griddle, the local weirdo. Bonk on the head. Chuck Rock's like, Unga.
Forget the match, Chuck. Ophelia's in trouble.
Forget the match, Chuck. Ophelia's in trouble. Apparently, Yoko Ono gets abducted by another caveman for what I can only assume is to do the Unga Bunga. This game was released on every console, too many for me to count. The Amiga, the Atari, the Archimedes, Game Gear, Sega Genesis, the Master System, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, the Mega-CD, the CD32. I'm going to primarily be talking about the Super Nintendo one because that's the one from my childhood. I like the music better. I like the Super Nintendo music better. Let the mob take me now. It has a chunky sound to it. The Genesis was trying too hard. We've got the A500. Okay, it's a little screechy, right? Okay, let's try Sega. It's a little better. It's boingy though. The bass is too loud. It's like he's playing a harp a little bit. Sega-CD, give it to me. It's from a CD, right? It should be good. Is that coming through a tin can? Super Nintendo, let's do it. Oh, throaty. Throaty in all the right places. Perfect. Really brings out the cave in me. I feel about this over the Desert Strike score as well. I like this 16-bit audio track. The same reason pixels make a comeback in video games. Games almost had to have artwork on it. It was like book covers. It was their one chance to get across the idea. And the art looks pretty clean. It's kind of like Super Nintendo Star Fox, where they promise real life furries and they give you polygons. And the birth of our adventure starts off with one phrase. Bunga bunga. And his name is Chuck Rock. It amazes me that they can get such a different feeling with the same amount of pixels. I mean, this jungle is lush. Is that dinosaur poop? You never know which eggs are going to betray you and which ones are just the scenery. Well, I guess the size gives it away. Hunga bunga! There's always something looking at you. Hunga bunga. What you are witnessing is muscle memory from me being 5 years old. Oh, I always wondered about this dinosaur when I was little. Is he going to pee on me? He does poop on the Amiga. Oh, pig. This mystified me. It looks like it'll hurt you. Oh, that will. Even the baby dinosaurs are willing to shank you right out of the egg. And your baby too. Who's on the top of the food chain? Me. Look, he's hiding. What you doing over there? Always felt bad for these little beasties. They get so small that you just crush them and they look at you like you're guilty. Do you want to be... Oh, a puddle between my toes? There's like loose puzzles going on. Like a badass caveman. You could also pick up heavy stones. Kinetic energy. Works for Chuck Rock. Onward, Prometheus. I really resent games these days that give you a fake score that means nothing. The enemies just hide on the edge of the screen and come charging at you. It's cheap. Every flying enemy is like they are pre-positioned face level. Gotta keep those cave senses open. Work your way to the top of the food chain. Would this be a good time to talk about Chuck's glowing, iridescent eyes? It looks straight Predator. He's gonna eat everything, even if it doesn't fit in his mouth. He's gonna figure out a way. Look at that jaw. And then you've got these humanoid dinosaurs. Some more sinister than others. Oh, they're tricking. Ground kind of looks like hot dogs. It's a nice houseplant. Always thought it meant something. They shouldn't have messed with old Chuck. He carries 3 times his body weight. Now Chuck Rock has a sleeper build. He might look like he has a beer gut. You try lifting a boulder over your head. Kill a dinosaur with your belly bounce. There's many ways to get baited in this game. The Goof Dinos one. Sometimes a tiny little dinosaur will crawl up to you. They'll try to take a nibble, and they'll turn 3 times your size before they take a nibble. Gotcha! Now this enemy took me a whole day to figure out how to beat. This is a very particular boss in which the first time I met him I could not figure it out, and then I was 5 and my brain grew overnight, and I thought about the rock. Chuck Rock. And I hate to do this because the Triceratops is my favorite dinosaur, but he's got a bit of an attitude, blowing raspberries. When he gets hit, he looks like a tired old dad that just got off the construction job. Apparently this boss has a name, and it's Frank the Tank. Frank the Triceratops. And you gotta be quick on your toes with this Triceratops. When you jump, make sure your cave toes are splayed. Much like the second stage in the original Mario, we are underground with ungodly creatures. Now this song might sound better on the Sega. You know, maybe I could give the Genesis boys that. This spider kind of pisses me off. It's like an intern drew it. 1 tooth. That bat, full of parasites. Got your mud monster. Your prehistoric levee system ran by a dinosaur. It's an elevator. One of my brethren was here. Unga bunga? These must be extinct creatures. Seahorses that walk the earth. Just belly bounce the snake, bro. There's a delicious tomato. Prehistoric. Little flames that come out of the lava and give you a poke. You gotta give it to them. The rock design. Pretty cool with the little moss on the top. Pretty slick. What's down? What? There's some creatures you just gotta deal with. Even the mighty rock doesn't take them out. Bunga bunga. If you get hit too many times, you go under cardiac arrest. Those shit brick bats and that spider. You're essentially running your ass off from one heart to the other. Please! I knew it. His hitbox is so huge. Come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. The second boss is a saber-toothed cat, and you just gotta belly bounce him a whole bunch. And when he roars at you, you turn into stone. It's Medusa's pet. He's got a piercing. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Free feet? Okay, I must have lost some information when I was little. What is going on? Oh, one last hit. Straight to hell you go. Chuck Rock has a water level. It's a worried fish. So yeah, like I mentioned, the best thing about the water level is you can come rocketing out of the water. Little frog's bad. Big frogs chill. Look, it's just cactus chilling there. All you have is this little kick when you're underwater. And it's powerful. It one hits everything. I typically try to stay out of the water. It's full of terrors unbeknownst to mankind. Pissed off jellyfish pisses me off. See, the turtle looks chill. He is not chill. And then the intern made that star. What is that, a starfish? The creatures that you're supposed to collect look like the creatures that hurt you. Like, is that goldfish gonna hurt? He's staying really still. That means points. This is like that Super Metroid level where you like break the water tunnel and there's like a sandy watery part. Like there's a watery part and then a sandy watery part on Super Metroid. That's the vibes I get from this one. You could almost just headbutt your way through if you know where every heart is. Look, they've even got Moby Dick. Shooter! Always like this frog the best. He's just chilling in the water halfway under a lily pad. Seems like what frogs should do. In each stage, you've got 4 levels, 5 levels. Oh, the jellyfish. Really live without the jellyfish. Chuck Rock swims like a cat, and then you have to fight this wily bastard. Somehow, he has modern tools, snorkeling gear. I don't even think his snorkel is touching the top. I hate him. I really do.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
You have to just rush at him. This is something I did not figure out as a kid. I would always get to this stage. This guy would always have me, and you have to rush to his belly, and you just keep on kicking. The next stage, you might think, we're out of the water. Not yet. It's frozen. This one, you have woolly mammoths, baby stegosauruses. You're walking across ice planks, and what you're going to do is grab a boulder and throw it on every single one of their heads. Did the dinosaurs build a snowman? Peace! They've written language. Your reward for beating that boss is all the snowy greenery you get to see at this point. The boss to this stage is the parent woolly mammoth to all the little babies that you've been fighting. I can't tell. Some of the elephants were helping me, some of the elephants weren't. You kick that woolly mammoth in the trunk, give a little belly bounce dance. And then the last level is the graveyard. Dead dinosaurs galore. And a hamburger helper bone? That was hamburger helper. Got a lot of skeleton dinosaurs crawling around on all fours. Make the spirit leave them. That skeleton doesn't look happy. Right into the dusty old mouth of a large dinosaur. You know what that means. Earthworm gem level. It is time to fight the organs and parasites of this dinosaur. And all you know is cave foo. You have to go inside the dinosaur in every single Caveman game. It's the law. And then the final boss is this dumbass in boxers. He's a king. If you kick him multiple times right in the gut, you will get your way. But you do have to hit him like 25 times. And then the story is pretty disjointed. Congratulations, Gary is crushed. I guess he never had the stomach for it. Chuck cannot wait to get home and out of his leaves and take a well-earned vacation. His leaves are his clothes, by the way. Is there someone crushed under that dinosaur? There's a big piece of the story missing. There is a huge piece of the story missing. Not only do they just drop you in hot from the menu and you're just out in the jungle, I don't even know Ophelia was missing, but they send you all the way back here and Ophelia just pops up. She's like, hello. I'm glad she recognizes me without a wig. The ending for the Sega-CD isn't much better. The boss music is pretty nice, and the boss animation is a little more complicated. They do have a text paragraph saying that the dinosaur fell on Gary. They reiterate he doesn't have a stomach for it. There's no voice acting at the end, which is kind of odd. I guess they were rushing. I was disappointed because I was sure I was going to see something X-rated on the Sega-CD version. There's 2 sequels to Chuck Rock. The first one, Chuck Rock 2, Son of Chuck. And Chuck Rock makes his 3rd appearance, along with his spawn, in BC Racers, aka Prehistoric Road Rash. So there you have it, Chuck Rock, Super Nintendo 1992. You should know it, because I do. Consider yourself enriched, consider yourself cultured, consider yourself one step closer to knowing every piece of video game knowledge there is. This has been another episode of Brenton's Video Games. Unga bunga gamers. Unga bunga.